In this video, we are going to cover Dex tools. So recently we've talked about Dexsreener and how useful that is. Dex tools is very similar. However, some of the data you get here, it's quite different, and that's why it's useful. So first things first, we need to search for a pair. We can obviously go on to live new pairs, for example, as we do in Dexsreener, but let me just show you on the general search. Let's say somebody told you about a particular meme coin, or you're on a meme coin and you're looking through a website, for example. First thing you want to do is you want to find the address for that particular coin. So sometimes they're here on the website. They really should be here on the website, and you can see it here, and you can copy it directly. And then you copy and paste it into here. Have a look here as well. Sometimes you get a lot of copycat listings, as I mentioned before. So invariably, it'll be the top one here that matches the address. The liquidity and volume would usually be high if it's a well-known coin. And here, if we just zoom out a little bit, you get a lot of the same features. You get the chart, and it's a trading view chart again. So you can use various different tools, which we'll discuss in a separate video. You've got the contract at the top, and then all of these tabs are social links typically. So lots and lots of social links you have here. And also, if you want to see the token in coin market cap, for example, you can see that here as well. Below, you've got all of the trades. Now, I prefer Dexsreener for this, especially sorting through these trades, but this is useful as well. So if you hover over, it shows you how many buys, how many sells, their current balance, etc., etc. So this is useful as well. And here, if you wanted to, you had a premium account, you can check your own positions and you can put alerts. But to be honest, I've never really used those features. Now here on the left is where it's really useful. So on Pool Radium here, you can see market cap, liquidity, how much supply there is, how many holders there are. I find this a lot clearer actually than Dexsreener, which is why I like to copy and paste the contract address into both, because it just takes a few seconds to have a quick glance. See how much there is in the liquidity pool as well. But then further down, what's cool is Dex Tools has a score. Now, it actually tells you how the score is, what it's based on. So first point here is how much information provided, which is obviously a lot. How many transactions in a period of time, how many holders there are. So generally, you don't want there to be like 3 holders on the entire token, because then you'll get a poor score here and it will alert. The creation, and then finally the liquidity pool as well. So you ever see a Dex score of like 1 out of 99 or 10 out of 99, doesn't mean for 100% certain there's something wrong with the meme coin. However, you should be warned that something's not right, and you can actually have a look here. So it's a good way to quickly scan, because if you had to do all of these steps manually yourself, it can take a while and you may miss something. So it's good to scan the scoring systems. And then further down, contract verified, honeypot, and then tax is not picking up the tax. That doesn't mean there isn't any or not, but generally it means it's usually 0%, because as I said, these tools, they're not the most accurate in the world. And then that's it. So basically, when you're scanning from here, a lot of the similar stuff, and then over the top here, you can see hot pairs, trending. And then on the left here, Pair Explorer, live new pairs, multi-charts. If you want to look at 3 or 4 charts at the same time, in real time. I don't know why you would, unless you're having launches at the exact same time, or the whole market's pumping and moving so much that you need to keep an eye. But yeah, that's there for you as well. And live new pairs is one I use, same as Dexsreener. And here you can see things that I've launched. And if you sort by listed since, literally stuff that's launching like just minutes ago and you wanted to snipe quickly, you've got information there about the pool, remaining pool as well. But again, although this is not always accurate, total liquidity. And if you find something here, for example, let's just screen through this now. We're looking through this now, and that's a decent liquidity pool. Let's have a quick look at this one. So this is Shark, and it's on Solana because it's /Sol. So we just click into it, and we should get all the usual stuff like charts, etc. And here, especially if it's brand new, I want to get on a minute or even a second chart, because I need to see more data to see exactly what's going on. So let's move to a minute chart. You can see, in terms of the chart anyway, price is moving upwards, nothing wrong there. And then liquidity looks okay. It's getting a few more holders now, so that's a good sign. It's not really got any score yet at the moment because it's just so new. So we don't have that much information, which is why a few of the things, especially when they now launch, you have to manually check. It doesn't have the socials. That doesn't mean there are no socials. It just means that Dex Tools doesn't have them. And just so you're aware, for Dex Tools to have these socials and Dexsreener to have these, usually the people the team behind the project, they will need to contact these companies and add the socials, and that costs money. Sometimes it can cost like the $300, $400, $500 to do per screener software. So some choose not to do it, some forget, sometimes there's a delay as well. Just be aware of that. That doesn't mean necessarily it's a good or bad project. It's good usually to see the socials on here. It's good to see that the team have actually invested in the project as well. So that's it for this one. So this is just covering Dex tools as an alternative, but in my opinion, an additional tool to Dexsreener. Thanks for listening.